Hi guys, Darren from Venom Fluid Art. Hopefully you've just watched The Joy of Pouring with Cy Frost. If you happen to miss it, I'll put a link in the description and you can go back and watch it at your leisure. Okay, so today I thought I'd show you an easy way of getting big fat jumbo cells. So what I've got is just an 8-inch MDF round, about 1/2 inch thick, and I've rounded the edge over. So we're going to use that for our victim today. Pillow paint is British Paintslow Sheen as usual. So I'm going to put some of that down in the middle. Naturally my hand will be in the way, so bear with me. Alright, we'll go with that. Now, I've put a fair bit on there. When it spins out, it's going to cover all that board. No biggie. So, what I'm going to do is just start throwing down some random colours. Here, there, and everywhere. Okay. Put that one to one side. Where's the lid? There it is. Paste to always put your lids back on in case you knock it over and spill it everywhere like I usually do. Also stops the paint drying out and going thick and lumpy and all the rest of it, especially if it's hot weather where you are. Alright, so put some blue down, throw the lid on, so all I'm doing is just picking random colours I've got laying around. These were mixed up a couple of days ago, so some have thickened up a little bit, which I should have thinned out, but doesn't really matter for what we're doing. Some sky blue, I think. Alright, put some blue down. What else shall we use? Yeah, couldn't get the lid off. I think we'll put some pink down. So the trick is leaving some bits here where there's a lot of paint on and then skinny little lines. So usually where the widest bit of paint is, you're going to get bigger cells. Put that down. I'll go with some green. Why not? Green's a bit thick. Should I thin it out? No. We'll go with it. Oh, it was a bit thicker than I thought it was, but that's alright. It's all good. What do we got? Dioxazine purple. If I can get the lid off. Okay. Put a little bit here. You don't want too much because it goes nuts. And what else should we put down? Bit of yellow. We'll go with a bit of yellow, I think. That'll do. That shall suffice, I think. So now what I'm going to do is pop some of those bubbles wherever my torch is, just here. Give that a quick torch. Alright. Now, I'm going to just use a playing card today for my swipe tool. So, for everyone playing at home, it's the 5 of hearts. It doesn't matter what one you use, as long as it's a playing card. Still works the same if you use a Jack of Hearts or a Ace of Diamonds or whatever you like. So, what I'm going to do is put some black cell activator on that. Not that you can see in the camera, but there you go. So I'm just going to put some of that on. Now, what I'm going to do is, usually if you do a radial swipe and start dead center, you're going to get a big black cell activator patch in the middle. So what I try to do is cheat a little bit and swipe across, then round. Okay? That way you don't get a big black patch in the middle, hopefully. So we'll start out here and then go round and round and round she goes. Okay. So all I'm going to do now is get a bit of pillow paint just to wet the edges. Just helps all that paint flow a little bit better. Use my finger. So just wet that surface there. Then wet down around the edge. I'm not worried about that, it's all going to come off. So if you smudge it all, no big deal. That's going to go everywhere because there's quite a bit of pillow paint on. So all I'm doing is putting some on the edge. Oops, slippery little cup. Put a bit more around there. That'd flow over easier. Alright. Go with that. Like so. So you notice in the middle of that, the cells near the middle and where the thicker part was, you've got bigger cells, and then around the outside edge where your cell activator gets thinner and thinner as it goes, you end up with tiny little cells. So what we're going to do is give that a spin, preferably in the middle. Where is the middle? There. So as that spins out, everything starts to move, and your cells will all expand and get bigger and bigger, and all the tiny ones that were on the edge will all flow off. Alright, let's pop this sucker up and have a look. Get it underneath there. So you see how big your cells are, and all the little ones have started to run off and end up down here with all the little ones. So they're all your big cells. Easiest way to get big jumbo cells. Now if you want, while there's still a fair bit of paint on. You can wreck it. Now when I wreck my stuff, that point of the skewer is actually touching the MDF. Because by doing that, it can pull up white pillow paint as I go. So you get white in it without adding white to it. Alright. We'll give that a spin. Ooh, drop my skewer. That up there. Where's the center? Back this way a little bit. Close enough. Give that a bit more of a spin. Back the other way. And there we go. Now if you get any little white dots anywhere where an air bubble's come up, just get your skewer, go directly down on top of it. And that'll get rid of your air bubble. Then if you mix it up too much and get it wrong, just drag something else through it. No big deal. That's the good part about when you wreck things. You can hide it because everything's wrecked anyway. So it's all good. It's good. Alright. So we'll pop that up. If I can find my little lifter again. Where'd it go? That'll do. And you end up with that. Crazy patterns. But yeah, that's definitely the easiest way to get big fat jumbo cells. Do a radial swipe and you'll get big cells every time. Because all the little stuff at the side all spurts off and you're left with all the big stuff. Pretty tricky, huh? Then if you want to go in and wreck it, you can. If you don't want to, and you want your big jumbo cells, just leave it as it is. Scrape off your bits and pieces from underneath. And Bob is your uncle. Nice and easy one. Okie dokie. Unfortunately, you guys missed my last one that I just did because the battery died halfway through and you missed out. So I'm going to do it again. Hopefully it works okay this time. Oh, I really should check these things, shouldn't I? Alright, anywho, what I was doing is showing you a little trick that I use for when I want to change the colour of my pillow paint. So, rather than mixing up whole heaps of different colours and things like that for my pillow paint, or getting big tubs of house paint that's a different colour, I cheat. I just throw down some white pillow paint, partly spin it out so it's got still a bit of movement in it. Then I'll get some, we'll do this one black. So I'll just mix up some black paint. A little bit thick, but it's all good because we like our pillow paints thick for a bloom. So I'll just lay that down. So that one was mixed with my usual Shelly Art Bloom recipe for my paints. What video is it? I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll pop it up on the screen now. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll throw the black down first, which is going to be our black pillow, believe it or not. What shall we use? Let's have a look. We'll have a little bit of fun, I think. Okay, so this is like a interference colour. That goes a cool green. I'm going to throw some of that into the mix in random places. Now that colour shifts different colours, red, green, etc, etc. If I could remember, I'd tell you, but oops. Right, we'll throw some blue down. Okay. Some, what's this one? Grenache. Gives it a pretty colour. Do do do. What else shall we put down? Some of this. Okay. Might throw a little bit of green down. It's a little bit thick, but it'll do. We'll get away with it. It'll be fine. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Sky blue. If I can get the lid off. Some quinacridone magenta. So that's tube paint. A little bit thick, but I want my Selectivator to float, so it's perfect for what I'm going to use it for. And it just wouldn't be a wombat if it didn't have pink in it, so we'll throw some pink in. Throw a little bit of pink in the mix. Okie dokie. Now what I'm going to do is just tilt that back to the center. Like that, and then like so. Might torch them bubbles. Get something to wipe my hands with because I'm covered in paint. Okay. Torch. Right. Bubbles are popped. Get the cell activator, which is Amsterdam Lamp Black. Let's throw some of that on. Woohoo! Lay it on thick, sunshine. Okay, get the mini blower out. Alright, we'll go with that, because we're short on time. Give the middle a bit of a blow. Okay. My cup's not level, so oops. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Just put some squigglies around the outside. They're all going to come off. Does not matter. Just for a bit of fun. Alright, what we're going to do is tilt that way a little bit. Throw it down. Now theoretically, when I spin this out, if it was in the middle, okay, that's better. Not perfect, but close enough. We'll spin that out, and all the black should spread out over the top of the white. And leave you with a black background. Put too much black down, but doesn't matter. So there you go. You've gone from a white pillow to now a black one. Also, you'll notice the cells are huge. How cool is that? So that's what I want to do when I change the colour of my backgrounds. I'll just mix up more of the first colour I put down, put that down, and Bob's your uncle. You now have a different colour background. So there you go. Nice easy trick if you don't want to go out and spend a ton of money on different coloured house paints for your pillow. Quick and easy. Alright guys, that's it for today. Kristey's up next from Kreations by Kristey. If you click on her name in the title, it'll take you directly to her YouTube page. Her premiere is the first one that pops up. Or, if you're lucky enough to be in the live chat, just click on the links that I'm putting in there. It'll take you directly to it. Okay, so hopefully that was a bit of a help for you. And if it was, click like, share and subscribe. Ring the notification bell, that way you get to see all my videos as I release them. And I hope you have an amazing day on the acrylic crazy train. Alright guys, have fun, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.